This video is for personal use.
Hi, this video is about RFQs, quotations, and price comparison. At first, it is about the document types of RFQ. The path for creating document types is SPRO, IMG, Materials Management, Purchasing, RFQ quotation, define document types. So here we are in the document types screen, define document type screen. If we move towards our right, you can see an option to flag time DC. This is for time dependent condition. You flag a document type with time DC, then the document type will be time dependent condition. Then if we select one document type and double click on allowed item categories, we can see the allowed item categories here. So these are the allowed item categories for the specific document type. And if you see this document type AB, we can see it is only having item category D. This is for global procurement bids. This is used for globally procured services. So going backwards, and we are in the comments on quotation screen. This is this is for the front end drop down menu. I'm just creating a demo one we will be using in our RFQ. Save it. That has been saved successfully. Move backward. Go into the define tolerance limit for archiving. This is actually maintained by the basis people for archiving the data. Go backwards, and we are going to create an RFQ now. So the transaction code for creating an RFQ is ME41. So the create RFQ initial screen is here. We'll enter the RFQ type. You can enter the language key, the date, which is the current date, and the quotation deadline. The deadline for the submission of the quotation. Then we have the RFQ. This will be proposed by the system itself. We can, on the top screen, we can see with reference to a purchase requisition. If we select that, we will be creating an RFQ with the reference to a purchase requisition. In our case, we are not going to reference any purchase requisition. We're just going to create a manual one. Enter a purchase organization, purchase group, and also we can maintain the default data here. So now we are in the RFQ header data. Here we can enter the collective data. Collective data is for tracking the request for quotation, for tracking the quotations, because in one document we can have as many as many quotations possible. So we are going to use a collective number to track those many quotations, and we are entering the validity period and with the starting date and the end date. Once we enter all the details, we can go to the header. Okay, once we enter the details, we can go to the header and enter the vendor details. We can enter the vendor specific details. So at first we are going to enter a vendor who is existing in our system, and we are only using that. Also on the other hand, we can use one-time vendors as well. For one-time vendors, we'll have to enter all the details manually. Since we haven't referenced a purchase requisition, we'll have to enter the material requirements here. If you refer a purchase requisition, that will be picked automatically from the purchase requisition. Since we don't have a purchase requisition here and we haven't entered the details here, we'll have to manual entry now. So going backwards, enter the item. In the item overview, we are going to enter the material details and the record quantities. So we have entered, and we can save it here and note the RFQ number. There's one similarity between RFQ and quotation. It is they both use the same document number, and the difference is RFQ does not have any conditions, whereas in quotation there are conditions. So now we are going back and we are going to maintain the condition. So assuming a vendor has sent the quotation, and we are going to enter that in the system. So the transaction code for entering a quotation is ME47. In quotation, we can actually enter the delivery date, which is as specified on the RFQ, or some other one, because it is vendor standards. So the vendor said it is not possible to deliver on this date. He's saying that I can deliver only on the next day. So we'll enter that details, and the price also will enter as per the vendor specified. So we have entered the details here. Also, we can manage conditions here. See, here we can manage the conditions. So that's it. We saved the quotation backwards. Now we can do the price comparison now. That is ME49. Entering the purchase organization details, or we can enter the collective number. We have Why we use the price comparison? Like, we have sent an RFQ to many vendors. We may have they all sent the quotations back, and we can compare their quotations, and the system will propose the best one. So since we have entered only one, we can see the compared one here as only one. So it is showing the 100% possibility. So we are selecting this one. Backwards. Now that we're going into the transaction of MA48 for maintaining quotation. We so here we can go to the header and maintain the quotation. Select the line item and go to the item details. The line item itself, we can reject the quotation. See, there is an option for rejection, or we can go to the item details. Here we can reject here. One of the major thing about quotations are, like, even if we reject, we can send a purchase order. So this is the drop down menu I was talking about in the beginning. Like, we have created a quotation message, so I'm using my own here. Saved. That's it. Successfully maintained the quotation. That's all about the video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.